People who lie, their mouths get dry. It's for my medicine. People who lie, their mouths get dry. Now you want to go over the conversation you had with your sister with me one more time? Yes, let's go. So I showed up at my mother's house. She was there. I discussed the boat and we were trying to get it out that day because the people at the mechanic office said, okay, your boat's ready. Need to get it out. And I was like, well, is there anything? No, well. Not if you don't get the boat out. I'm going to put a lien on your boat and sell it. Yeah. And because the boat wasn't ready that day, the boat had probably been ready for a while that you didn't pay for it. Does that sound right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So they said, I'm getting tired. See, it's so good to live too. In one respect, it's terrible to get old, but in another respect, it's so perfect because you can almost write the script. So how long had you left the boat in the shop? Yeah, it was in there about 3 months. 3 months. So it's in there 3 months without being paid for, taking up space in this guy's place. He finally said, all right, numbers up. I'm getting rid of this boat tomorrow unless you come up with the money. No, I'm not asking you a question. You get that? I'm not asking you a question. Yes, Your Honor. Perfect. So now boat's in the shop for a while and now your back's to the wall. So you go and pay a visit to your mother. Yes, sister is also there. Yes, Your Honor. Keep going. And I don't want to hear what is it that you can do to help me on the boat or whatever blav that was first time around. What did you say to your sister? I asked her if she could help us pay something on the boat, Your Honor. And what did she say to you? She said, let me talk to my husband. I get back with you. And then about 2 days later, she texted me and said, what's the number to the boat place? She said, I have $800 to put down on the boat. You can figure out how to pay the rest. I said, okay, here's the number. I gave her a number. She called. She put $800 on the boat and that was paid. How much was the whole bill? $1,923. So she paid half. Did you pay off the rest? Yes, we paid off the rest later on. Okay, let me have the conversation at your mother's house fast. Whenever he came up to my mom's house, he told me that's when he told me about his boat. And when he looked at me, he asked me, could I, try possibly help him out, lend a hand. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting married. I have house, I'm like, let me check with him and then I'll get back with you too. Days later, he calls, well, do you think you can help out? Yeah, all right. Send me the number to the marina where it was at. I called the shop and I asked, how much did I have to put down on it? So they wouldn't sell it, get rid of it. The guy at the marina's like, well, you can put down whatever you want. All right. So I paid $800 with my debit card and I called Kenny back. I told him, all right, you figure out what you're going to do with the rest. We'll figure out how, like a payment plan. Well, 2 days later after that, Kenny calls and he's like, well, I can probably pay you back with $200 a month, because him and Heather had both she lost her job at the bank. So he called you back and said that he can pay me back $200 a month. And by December, they made a Facebook post saying that they were taking the boat out. By that time, I still haven't been out on the boats, not once. In January of this year, I sent a message to Heather on Facebook and I asked her, seeing how you both got steady jobs now, how about try paying back the $800? Well, they got mad and Kenny posted on Facebook, well, the only way that I was going to get my money back was whether I would take them to court or not. So we left it at that and now we're here. Your Honor, it was never mentioned that it was a loan. Listen to me. It was never mentioned that it was a loan. Listen to me. If you listen carefully, she never said the word loan. I know what she said was afterwards. She called you and said, now you both have jobs. How about start paying me back the $800? Which one of you said, how about $200 a month? Raise your hand.